Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Poor Man Pedals. Today we are checking out the Harley Benton Double Jammer. Hey guys, as I mentioned, we're going to be checking out the Harley Benton Double Jammer. This is an awesome pedal. It is it's a looper pedal mixed with like a drum machine pedal. It's extremely versatile, extremely fun to play with, and extremely helpful, honestly, and useful. Huge shout out to the team at Harley Benton. They were kind enough to send me one of these, and we're gonna go ahead and go over what this thing can do, and then I'll go ahead and play around with it for you, and then I'll give you my final thoughts at the end of this. I can't say it enough. Huge shout out to the team at Harley Benton for sending this over. You can find an affiliate link below where you can grab yourself a double jammer and help support the channel at the same time. So without further ado, let's talk about this guy. So first things first, it's got your standard input, output, 9-volt power. Keep in mind, this does take, let me see if I can get it to focus. It doesn't look like it wants to focus on that. It takes a 300 milliamp power supply. I mean, it does a lot, so it's not surprising. I did have some trouble while I was playing around with it, where it would just work for a little bit and then stop, but then I waited a couple days and I haven't had that problem since. So, then we'll talk about the loop section real quick. This is your standard looper. You use this foot switch to activate the looper and do it's just like all those other one switch loopers where it's like you push it to activate the loop, you push it again to finish recording that loop, and then it just keeps playing, and then you can tap it once to add another layer, or you can double tap it to stop it, or if you double tap and hold, I believe it is, that's when you get you undo or redo the previous loop. Let me make sure I'm getting all of this correct as I look at this. Yes. Okay, I'm good. And then up here you have a knob to adjust the volume of the loop. Let me just... this right here, this little knob. That's it for the looper side of things. Then we get to the drum machine section. Also, huge shout out to Harley Benton for sending out these little cover things. They're surprisingly nice to have. I didn't think I would like them, and I love them. Thank you so much. I'll also have a link for them in the description below. So then we get to the drum machine, and here's where the fun really kicks off. So real quick controls, you've got tone. You can adjust how bright or dark those drums sound. You can adjust the drum level, how loud it is. And then you've got speed. Speed is a feature that is sometimes not usable, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But if you... well, right now we'll cover it. So basically, if you have a loop recorded, you cannot adjust the speed of your drum machine. If there's no loop recorded, you can use this to speed up, slow down the drum loop, kind of figure out, okay, what tempo am I going for? Let's do this. And then once you start recording loops, you can't adjust the speed anymore. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different genres. You've got rock, pop, metal, metro, R&B, jazz, funk. I know you can't really see that. I'll be sure to put a better picture somewhere so you guys can clearly see all the different things on the label, because my camera doesn't want to focus correctly. Yay! And then you have the groove. You have each genre has 11 different grooves, so 11 different drum beats that repeat. And it's just so much fun because you sit there and you go, okay, let's see, I want to practice something that sounds a bit metally. Let's go for some metal drums. And then you can just toggle through the different grooves and try to figure out, okay, this is the kind of groove I want. Okay, let's go ahead and let's speed it up, or, oh, let's slow it down a little bit while I figure it out. Very, very nice. Absolutely love this. As for this middle switch, there's normal, there's sync, and then there's sync count. I'm going to read this so that I don't screw it up, because I would screw this up. In normal, I believe there is nothing. Everything works as you would expect it to. Let's see. Yeah, when you flip it to sync, you can use just one foot switch and it will turn the drum machine and looper on and off at the same time. It syncs the two sides for that. Keep in mind that you can use either one to turn them on, but then you have to use the drum one, in order to stop it. If you hit this one, you'll just start overdubbing. So keep that in mind if you start using the looper side. Then you have the sync plus count. It does the same thing, but it adds in a count-in function. So before recording begins, you get a count-in bar. Proceeded based on the last drum machine tempo set. So it help, you got to loop in and it'll give you one count in measure to kind of get you ready to record. Let's see. Other things to keep in mind. This is for the drum machine. It is also a tap tempo machine. A tap tempo switch. Don't know why I'm saying machine. This is a tap tempo switch. I honestly haven't played around with that. Let's see. What you do, you hold this switch down for a few seconds and that'll activate tap tempo mode. The LED will go purple, and then you can do 3 or more times to set your tempo. And there you go. Overall, I don't know what to say. This is, if you are a bedroom guitarist or you're just looking for another way to practice, this thing is priceless. You have probably, if you have 11 of each, that's I don't even know the numbers. I was decent at math, but not that math to know, oh yeah, if you have this and this, that. But you have so many different options, so many different ways to practice. It's absolutely incredible. I found myself jamming quite a bit to this. I do recommend throwing this in an effects loop if you have one, and it just makes things so much nicer. That way you can adjust the gain on your amp, you can adjust the volume on your amp and all that stuff. And then the tone, having this knob, at first I was like, why is there a tone? It's a drum machine. The tone knob is so helpful, guys. Don't underestimate the tone knob on this, because every cab is going to sound different. Every guitar speaker is going to sound different. And this helps you kind of adjust the EQ of the drum so you can hear them better. At one point I was just playing around with it with the Boss Katana and it sounded one way, had the exact same settings, went into my orange micro dark. It sounded so muddy. So I turned up the tone and bam, I could hear those drums again. Absolutely great. Absolutely love this. Before I even get into this, I'm highly recommending it. So without further ado though, let's go ahead and let's see what this has to offer. I'm going to go ahead and first I'm just going to play some of the drum beats. I'm going to, mix around and fiddle around. I'm not going to play along with them. And then I'll go ahead and I'll start playing along with some of these drum beats, incorporate the looper more, show you a bit more of that. So without further ado, I know this has been long and I'm sorry that I've talked a lot, but there's a lot to this pedal and it's absolutely fantastic. Without further ado, let's get to the demo. what did I tell you guys? This thing is absolutely incredible. Absolutely killer. Highly, highly, highly recommend. This is a fantastic utility pedal. If you need a looper pedal for practicing, consider grabbing this guy because it's got the looper and it's got the drum machine. It's got a practice buddy for you. I honestly hook this up to like a PA. You could probably go through, have a drum rhythm going, grab a bass, plug it in, record a bass line, put it back, grab a guitar, start doing some awesome rhythm sections with your guitar, put that away, grab another guitar, and bam, solo. You become a one-man band with this. Go buy, why are you watching? Go buy this. This is incredible. Huge shout out to Harley Benton for this. It looks great. It sounds great. The one button loopers I struggle with, but that's on me. I just need to practice using them more. So that's on me, but absolutely incredible. Highly recommend. So until next time, I mean, don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, tell us what you think of this, tell us what your favorite utility pedals are, what you'd like to see the channel do in the future, and until next time, Poor Man Pedals is out.